Alright everyone, welcome to Street City Studio. I'm John, and in this video we're going to take a little look at my DC action figures. My 3 3/4 inch live action DC collection. Now, I just got this 4-pack from the Aquaman movie, so let's check this out first. But I already opened it to save us some time. It wasn't really hidden in the package. There's not even a window, so I didn't think there was a lot of need to open this thing. We'll leave it in there. There was no need to open it on screen, I felt, but honestly, I'm not very impressed with the figures either, but that seems to be the trend for DC these days. And even Marvel's leaning towards this, but like recently we got these Blue Beetle figures. This is the only one I got because honestly, I'm not very impressed. But they do look nice, all these figures. That's one thing I want to say. At least something good about them, because I don't have a lot of good to say about many of these new figures coming out with the limited articulation. I do like the price point, and I like that they at least look fairly decent, right? And something I've noticed too is they've added I didn't expect an upper thigh split here so his leg can swivel right there, see? I wasn't expecting that. So that's a nice touch of articulation. But his arms need the same, at least, up there on the bicep swivel somewhere. But I mean in a wrist too. But I'm trying not to trash them too bad. I'm happy to have a Jason Momoa Aquaman in my collection. I think I preferred the Black Manta from the first movie, honestly. But it's nice to have a Black Manta. And again, his upper articulation isn't great. But again, they gave him that thigh swivel, so that's nice. And again, I can't say enough for how cool they look. They do look good. And they don't have the giant hands that some of those DC figures were having. So I don't mind that. Now, something I want to point out is this guy. This guy is probably, maybe I'll save him for last. He's probably my favorite from the set. That guy's my favorite from the set for sure. Minus the fact that he's not Aquaman. But he's a no-name nobody. But I kind of want to army build him. And again, the shark is not... he's not very impressive. Even his leg articulation seems lacking. He can't really spread his legs because of these pockets, I guess. Those pockets really jam everything up. He does seem to have that swivel there, but it's a useless swivel. He has the thigh cut, but it's practically useless because his hip doesn't go nowhere. I mean, it kind of goes forward, but it doesn't give him much. It really doesn't. And even his arms, because of the lacking in the wrists, he can kind of side, right? He can point his gun at a kind of a sideways position, or he can kind of long arm his shotgun or rifle or whatever. But he doesn't have any dynamic ways to pose with this gun at all, really. Especially he's got these big fins on his arms that really, even if he had articulation, those would pretty much stop it dead, right? No neck. No waist. There's no torso articulation at all. No neck, no torso, no waist. Limited legs. His tail would be cool, but again, there's no articulation anywhere, so it kind of just stands there. I really don't like what's going on with his arm here, you know? If you're gonna give us a static pose, right, like the rest of these guys are similarly articulated, but the pose is bearable. I can stand to look at that. But not just that, I can at least get him in a couple other poses, right? Maybe nothing fantastic, but a couple other little poses. Spread his legs and crouch him out a bit here, like he's kicking or stomping or running or anything, right? I wanted to like that shark guy, but forget about that shark guy. Let's talk about this guy. I kind of like the sword, but the sword's not what really got me. Now, I thought that this head inside of his little bubble was a hologram, but I don't believe it is anymore. After looking at it real carefully, I think it's just like a tinted yellow window, right? And there's a little face in there. Let's see if I can zoom in on it here and get a better look. Let's see here. There we go. There we go. See it? Now that face, I think there's a little face in there and it's just blocked off by a window. Nope, lost it. Let's see if we can get, there we go. Let's hold that for a minute. But I just love that. That's like, I love it. It looks great. Reminds me of, the old Visionaries figures and stuff like that. Those old, it's just a throwback. I like it. It's not a hologram, but it has the same visual kind of appeal. Right? Like shadow box kind of appeal. Like you're looking inside something. Let's get him back up there. Yeah, I'm happy to have the Aquaman and Black Manta. I definitely like this guy. I wish I could army build him. That's something about this 4-pack. I don't know why they keep doing this, right? Even Star Wars, my Star Wars collectors know, right? They're releasing guys you want to army build right alongside of guys face named characters that you don't need multiples of. Man, single card these guys so that give us a 4-pack of this guy or a 4-pack of this. Well, I wouldn't buy a 4-pack of this guy, but I'm sure you could army build some. He's a guard, shark guard, right? That's what it says. Yeah, shark guard, Manta Man. I'd love to army build this guy. At least that'd be cool. Give Black Manta a little army of Manta Men, or 4 in a pack or whatever, and single release these guys. Now, like I said, I didn't get a lot of the Blue Beetle figures. I just got the one, so I could say I had a Blue Beetle and we could set them up there, right? But I did get some of these Flash figures as well, right? And they're not much better, really. But sometimes you take what you can get, I guess. Right? Like, I didn't absolutely love the Flash movie. I'm not sure many people did. But it was a cheap figure. It's a live-action Flash. Now, I do have the Batman, but I'm not even going to throw him up here. I've got 2 or 3 of them, actually. But I'll throw my preferred Batman, my preferred Michael Keaton Batman. This is the Batman from the Multiverse line, not these Spin Master lines or whatever. But I also have the unmasked one I just got recently as well. Right? He looks great too. Let's pull him up front a little bit. Take a look at him. Maybe both of them. Look at that. That's what DC figures should be putting out. That really is what they should be putting out. Hold on, I got a couple more of these less impressive ones too. Pull these guys back here a little bit. There's some of these Superman lines figures. I got a couple of these. I'm just going to use this one for this video though. He don't want to stand now. He was standing just fine off to the side, but he likes to lean forward because of these long lasers. Let me see if he stands better. One of the things I like about this figure is all the red paint. His eyes are red. His chest is all red and lit up. Let's see if he stands a little better without that thing. Yeah, he does. Yeah, he does. We got some Zod from that Superman line. He looks really good. He fills in a shelf spot real nice, but man, I wish that I could get some wrists, right? And shoulders split right there so he could turn. His legs don't do nothing. He ain't got no knees, no ankles, no hip, just a front to back swivel for, I don't know what you would even use that for. It's so limited. He's got the one pose, just stand there and grimace. Right? But it looks good enough and it was cheap enough. Got that Ben Affleck from the Bat Cycle from the Flash line. I really like this figure. It looks nice. It really does. I believe this one's a Funko Batgirl, a multiverse Batman. There's that multiverse Zod. Multiverse Christopher Reeve Superman, right? Got, I might have to move this back, maybe. Steppenwolf. Yeah, he towers over them, don't he? Let's see if we can zoom in here a little bit. Yeah. Little Steppenwolf there. I got a couple accessories too that I feel like don't get enough attention. Right? I got this little bat signal. It moves around pretty good too. Let's see. Did I kill the battery? Oh, no. Right, there it is. Right. Little bat signal lights up and stuff. I love that thing. Something else I really like is Batman grappling hooks. I've got a couple kinds of these now in this scale. And I always get excited when I get a new one, right? I got this one that came, where'd it go? Came with this one I just said I got recently, and it's almost the same as ones I've had before, but it's got that little gold tip and stuff, makes it stand out just a little bit. I was pretty excited about that. It's something I would really like to see more of is the Batarang that came with this Ben Affleck Batman. I would love to see, there we go. I'd love to see some really good Batarangs like this one for the rest of these Batman. Right? Give each of them their movie Batarangs. That would be really good. Well, you can barely even see it. Right? Give them their grappling hooks. Give them their Batarangs. That's what I like to see. Like I said, this guy was the standout. I'm happy to see an Aquaman. And I could care less who this guy is. I don't know. I guess he's Black Manta's guy, goon. Obviously, he's just a troop builder or whatever. But that little effect they pull off with his helmet's kind of cool. I like that. Let's get a shot with some of these heroes together, right? Let's do. Where's the Flash and the Flash? Let's see. This Flash, that Batman. Do all the Superman. Oh, I'm knocking him down while I'm trying to set him up. Let me get him out of there. We don't need him in there. Get the villains out. Maybe get him out too, just because he's unmasked. We don't need that. Now let's move some of these bigger guys to the back. Let's get our lasers off. Yeah, let's bring her back in. Yeah, there we go. Look at that. Maybe even bring him back in too. That's so cool. Oh, they're blocking everybody. That's so cool. Look, seeing these guys on the shelf like this together, well, Henry Cavill and Christopher Reeves, Ben Affleck, and Michael Keaton, right? This is as good as the movie right here, I think. Let's zoom in here. They really need to figure this articulation out. But some of these figures do stand out to me, right? That Ben Affleck really does look nice. It has some potential. And even Jason Momoa's Aquaman here, they put a lot of detail and sculpting into it. I'll give them that. The armor and everything looks real good. The head sculpt's not that bad. Got the trident. Happy got the trident. That's not bad. How are you doing? That's all. Alright, guys. I appreciate you hanging out with me. I'm gonna get that focused in. There we go. Appreciate you hanging out with me. You keep playing with them toys. I'll talk to you again real soon.